Okay, DIY, check this out, man. I'm not gonna take you through all the loops. I'll just give you a quick rundown. I had 2006 Buick Lacrosse Series 3 3800. Okay, um, yeah, crankshaft position sensor. Finally, the code finally popped up. I was getting cranking. It was cranking. I was getting gas. I was getting. I wasn't getting a spark, but sometimes I was getting a spark, and then because sometimes it would start and sometimes it wouldn't. But when it did start, it did not die on me. It didn't stall on me. It drove fine. The only problem was when I cut it off, I never knew if it was going to start again. Sometimes it start right back up with no problem. Sometimes it has some issues. Blah blah blah. I couldn't get that crank sensor code to pop up for nothing. Finally, after a couple days, I just kept cranking it one time when it wouldn't start. I just left it in there for like 20 seconds, man. That code finally popped up, crankshaft position sensor. I had the code P0335. There is a P0336 for one. Mine was a P0335 about the PCM not sending a signal to the ICM. Okay, all that, right? Okay, boom. There's plenty of videos that get you to the crank sensor pulley or the harmonic balancer and the crank sensor because it's behind the harmonic balancer. Okay, you know how to get that. Follow all those videos. You know, jack your car up, support it with some jack stands. Come over here and take off the tire on the passenger side. Okay, then you got to go get this pulley. This pulley is one thing you got to go get. Okay, and when you take off your tire, after you got everything jacked up, you take off the tire, you remove the inner cover. Okay, this 2006 Buick Lacrosse. This is vehicle specific because it's different on certain vehicles. 2006 Buick Lacrosse. Pull this little cover off. That covers that hides the harmonic balancer. Once you pull that off, you'll have access to that balancer over there that I got pulled off. Let me show you something real quick that was never told to me. Okay, check this out. Okay, so when you're pulling it off, you're gonna need a 24 millimeter. That's gonna take this off. Get you an impact. If you ain't got an impact, man, find some videos to figure out how to get this middle bolt off for the harmonic balancer. You got to break it loose with something, breaker bar. Some people say they crank it and put a wrench on it and then they hit the key. I don't know, man, but I know that I use a impact. I use my Earthquake XT. It took it off with ease, man. Barely hit the thing one time and the thing spun it off. Okay, so figure that out. You got to figure that, but that's not what I'm really trying to stress. What I am trying to stress is this right here. Okay, so this pulley. Nobody explains the pulley. I went to go buy one from O'Reilly. I'm taking this mess back. It's not gonna work. The O'Reilly one didn't. Okay, so but the one from AutoZone did work. Okay, I didn't notice the 3 bolts. The part number you need from AutoZone, just go to AutoZone and get it, y'all. Trust me. 2006 Buick Lacrosse 3800 Series 3. You want to go get this part number right here for the pulley to pull this off. 57187. Okay, when you get that, ignore all these bolts. You don't need any of these. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need this. You don't need none of this. All right, you don't need none of that. All you need, if I can find it, what I do with it, all you need is these 3 bolts that sit up here. Okay, there's 3 of them. Okay, bear with me, stay with me. You just need them 3 bolts at the top right there and the main middle one. As soon as I can find it, give me a second here. Let me find it real quick. Okay, man, I got stuff everywhere, man, because I'm hyped, man, because nobody told me, man. I was trying to figure this out. I figured it out on my own. This is all you need right here. You don't need nothing on the end. This comes just like this. This sits in here just like that, okay? All right? Okay, so when you get this puller, all right, and you got this piece right here, the little claw, the little face, whatever. Okay, that sits in here like this, okay? So when you get this for the 2006 Buick Lacrosse 3800 Series 3, this is all you're going to need. You're going to need this, obviously. Okay? Boom. You're going to need this long one, okay? This is the main one that you're going to be pulling it off. That goes in the middle, right there, okay? Boom. You can figure out, everybody gets you all the way up to this point, but what they don't tell you is these 3 special bolts right here. These are designed so you don't go into the harmonic balancer and damage something. They are safe. They're fail safe. And you screw these into the holes. I'm going to show you where you screw these into. Obviously, it's going to sit like a Y. So one's going to go at the bottom right here, and the other 2 is going to go right here. Okay, that's how it sits. Those are the holes that line up on your harmonic balancer, whether it's turned to the left, turned to the right a little bit. These are going to be the spots that you're going to use on this piece right here. These 3 bolts right here. Okay, screw them in tight till they stop turning. Okay, they may seem like they still spinning. Just be careful. Just try to get them as even as possible and screw them on in there. Okay, once you got them in there, okay, they're gonna sit in these holes right here, those bigger ones. Okay, there's holes on the end that they screw into. They go just like that. Boom. Matter of fact, let me show you. Let me show you real quick. Show you how I did it. Let me show you. Okay, sat like this. Boom. Just like that. There we go. This went in the middle, like that. Okay. You screw these. You take these little ones and put this in first, or you can put this one in first. However, whatever's comfortable for you. But you put these in like that. Put that one in like that, and you put this one in like that. Like I said, Buick Lacrosse. I don't know. It might be different on the Pontiac, on Chevy, Impala, all them other weird ones. Man, we Buick. So this is Buick Lacrosse 2006. All right. Boom. That's how they sit. You screw all these in flush, even with each other, all three of those, okay, till they stop or till they even, okay? Then you're gonna screw this in. Keep going. And this is what they didn't tell you, man. I don't know why they don't explain it, man. I'm here to explain it the right way. When you're screwing this down, you turn it to the right, you're getting it tight, right? Because you want to pull this off. So you want this to go forward so the pulley can back off. You feel me? Okay, so screw this all the way down. All the way flush. It's going to go, this part right here, all these threads is going to have to be gone. They have to go screw into this, all the way to your pulley. All the way to this reaches this. This part right here will have to touch this. And that's that's when you know you're done, because it's going to get loose. Then you know the pulley done pulled off. Then you just back it on off. Then you back off, you know, back off of it so you can get it out. Once you get it out, you can go ahead and move this out the way, okay? This is when you're taking the pulley off, okay? Then you can go ahead and start loosening these up. But, you know, it might be able to turn the pulley a little bit, so you make sure you got access to these bolts so they ain't stuck on the fender wall and the fender well and stuff inside here. Let me show you. You might have to turn the pulley a little bit, you know, because you'll get them stuck like back here. So you might have to turn the pulley a certain way so you can get those 3 screws out, okay? Boom. All right. Now let's go get this crank sensor, man. This my crank sensor, man, has been draining me. All right, so crank sensor is right there. You see it? And it's got this little plastic thing right here. We're going to pull this plastic thing off real quick. I'm going to pull it off and I'm going to show you exactly how to get this thing off. Hold on. Let me sit down here. We're going to do this together. I'm going to have to pause it, though, when I use both my hands. So I want to do it right. I don't want to be messing around and get fucked around. You know what I mean? So this is what we're going to do. Okay, so it's a plastic ring. It go all the way around. Okay, we're going to pull on that so we can get, and it's just fastened on. And they look like they fastened on 2 of the heads over here. I'm trying to show with the camera. Over here, got right here, little plastic thing. See that? We're gonna be pulling this one off this way and that way. But unplug this first. You want to unplug that, okay? Because it's plugged in over the plastic. So unplug the harness to the sensor first. So let's do that. Okay, we took that off. We took the sensor off. When taking that sensor off, be careful. Use like maybe 2, use both your hands and use maybe 2 flathead screwdrivers. I just used 2 of these and just kind of peeled back the little clip and kind of pushed on the sensor a little bit because it was kind of in there, you know what I mean? So just be careful with that. Don't be messing around, break something, be drained. And then this right here, it's got these, like I was telling you, it's got the 3 tabs. Use 2 hands, you know what I'm saying, and kind of pull, like one hand here and one hand over here, and just kind of pull it off, release it from that. Little snap right there, little fasten right there, and another little fasten right up in there, okay? Those 2 are over bolts. This one is just over a little nipple, okay? So just pull them off. Use 2 hands when you're pulling them off each nipple. You dig? Okay, now, up here, there's a little loop. Your harness that you unplugged is looped right into that little groove. So just, you know, take your finger and, you know, just move that. Just pull that up out of there. You know what I mean? You can take your finger and just kind of move your wire up out the way. Don't be pulling on this and pulling the wire and yanking it. You'd be messing around and mess something up. You dig? Okay, so now set this to the side. And now, there go the sensor. And they say they 13 millimeters, but we about to confirm. So you want to take a deep socket. I got my deep socket set right here. Nice one. Impact set. There we go. Check that out. This is real nice. So we're going to see if they 13s real quick. And 13 kind of big. Everybody been screaming 13. 13 a little big. They may be a 1/2 inch. I think 13 to get it off. But hold on a second, man. Let's get the right size. Hold on. So yeah, it's a 13. And man, look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at this crank sensor, man. Just look at the condition of it. Man, let me smell this real quick. Because you know you can tell the condition of something when you smell it. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me smell that. Whew. Woo, it's burnt. We already know where it's manufactured. Woo, that mug burnt. Whew. One more again. Whew. Yeah, it's burned up, man. Yeah, Hall effect, whatever they want to call it. Man, that bad boy is done. So yeah, 13 millimeter, man. Let's go ahead and get the new one. Here's the new one. Yeah, ain't nothing burnt on this one. I smelt it. This one smells new. The other one, the smell burned up. Look at the difference. I mean, look. Zook. Yeah. I don't know if I can clean this off and return it to AutoZone. Whatever. Nah, whatever. No, nah, it ain't worth it. So we can put this bad boy back on in reverse order. So yeah, I just wanted to go over this, man, with the pulley, and you know, pretty much how to take the pulley off, and how to use the bolts, man. They talking about go get some extension bolts, use some washers, and man, I ain't wasted all this. It wasn't nothing but a little bit of money on the extra little bolts I went and got, and I'll be taking that one pack back to O'Reilly. I'll keep these for whatever. I'll keep that little stuff for whatever. Had to kill a bee earlier. It was getting on my damn nerves. But yeah, man, that's all you need, man. If you got to go back and check out what part it is, just watch the video again. But man, that's how we do it on the 2006 Buick Lacrosse. Now we're gonna try to put this thing back on real quick, reverse order. Oh, and it started. I love it when the plan comes together. 2006 Buick Lacrosse crankshaft sensor replacement. Hope that helps somebody.